All right, so today we're going to use the foam roller or the blanket roll, whichever you have. I'm going to try the blanket roll today. But this is what we'll do. You have it in your tight roll, and we're going to start lying. I typically do this on my back first, just so you guys can sort of see what your range of motion is. But really, we need to twist before we back bend. So that's what we're going to do. So you're going to put your blanket or your roller up in your armpit, sort of like the side of your chest, like the side of your shoulder blade, and you're going to put both hands behind your head, and your knees can be bent and up towards you. And we're going to sort of roll forward, like you're going to kiss the blanket, and you're going to keep that elbow on the floor as you rotate around the shoulder blade that's on the blanket or the roller to twist back. You're not really trying to move your whole self, but rotate your rib cage. Don't force it, and then come back. And maybe an exhale going over there would be lovely. And an inhale to come back. And I would do about, let's just say 6 per side. Again, never forcing. Gosh, does that feel so good? So twisting is a spine neutralizer, especially if you've been bent forward. Twisting is a lovely thing to do. Can be a little intense, especially if you're on a foam roller and a hard one. It can be really tender in the armpit. Okay, I wasn't counting. And then we would turn to do that on the other side. You can just turn your back to the TV or the computer, and we'll do it to the other side. And one side you might find you have way more range. Oh, yeah, that feels way stiffer. Okay, so breathing would help me if I would breathe. Yes, isn't that just lovely? And I haven't even been in the garden yet today. If I had one wish for my gardening, it would be to not be so windy. It's been incredibly windy. And I don't like the wind. It blows my aura. Oh, gosh. Doesn't that feel lovely, everyone? I really like this. I do this a lot. All right, I don't know how many that was because everyone that comes to Core Wisdom knows that I don't know how to count. So I'm just going to sort of fluff my blanket back into a roll. And this is where I haven't actually tried this with the blanket roll, but in case some of you don't have a foam roller, I wanted to try this. So we're going to put this right under the bottom pointy blade part of your shoulder blade. It's above my bra line for the ladies. I guess our bra lines could all be in different places. But we're going to take then with your knees bent and do a little tail tuck. And then your hands are behind your head, and you're just going to let yourself drip over the back end of your blanket or your foam roller, depending on what you got. And then you'll curl back up. And then we'll back bend. You can exhale and inhale to come up. And if you did this first, you might notice that when you back bend, you don't go very far. But then if after doing the twisting, normally when I do this, I do it on the foam roller. And when I first go back, I do a little test. I'm like, I can't go that far. I do my twisting, and then I can almost get my head to the floor. Here I can because the blanket, I'm sure, is really squishing. But it's just really nice to get, this is the reverse curve, right, of our gardening position. So it's just a nice way. Don't force anything, please. And then I think for us to come out of it, you would bring yourself sort of into that forward curl. It's not really an ab exercise. And then you can turn to your side and then bring yourself up to sitting.